Protectionism is an economic policy in which a country protects its domestic industries from foreign competition by using tools like tariffs, quotas, and subsidies. Governments adopt protectionism to support local businesses, create jobs, and reduce dependence on imports. For example, developing countries often use protectionist policies to help new industries grow, while developed countries may use them to protect strategic sectors like agriculture or defense. Protectionism objectives. The main goals of protectionism include protect domestic industries, shield local businesses from foreign competition, promote employment, encourage job creation within the country, reduce trade deficit, limit imports and increase exports, encourage industrial growth, help infant industries develop, national security, protect key industries like defense and energy, revenue generation, earn income through tariffs and duties. Types of protectionism. Protectionism include different government measures used to restrict imports and support domestic industries. These tools help countries control trade, protect local businesses, and strengthen their economy. Tariffs, import duties, taxes imposed on imported goods to make them more expensive, encourages consumer to prefer domestic products, generates revenue for the government, can be specific tariff, fixed amount per unit, or add valorum tariffs, percentage of value. Widely used tool in international trade policies. Import quotas, limit on the quantity of goods that can be imported, prevents market flooding by foreign products, help stabilize domestic prices, ensures domestic producers get a fair market share, may lead to black marketing if demand exceeds supply. Subsidies, financial assistance provided by the government to domestic industries, lowers production cost and increases competitiveness, help exporters sell goods at lower prices globally, common in sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, and export, can create unfair competition in global markets. Import licensing requires official permission to import certain goods. Government controls which goods and how much can be imported, helps regulate sensitive or essential commodities, reduces unnecessary or luxury imports, can increase bureaucratic delays and corruption risk. Standards and regulations, non-tariff barriers, includes quality, safety, and environmental standards, ensures only safe and huge quality products enter the market, often used to indirectly restrict imports, includes packaging, labeling, and health regulations, may act as hidden trade barriers. Voluntary export restraint (VERs) agreements where exporting countries voluntarily limits export, usually imposed under pressure from importing countries, helps protect domestic industry without formal tariffs, common in industries like automobiles and steel, reduces trade conflict to some extent. Anti-dumping duties. Anti-dumping duties are imposed when foreign goods are sold below market price, protect domestic industries from unfair competition, helps maintain fair pricing in the market, investigated and imposed by government authorities, common in steel, chemicals, and electronic sectors. Protectionism in the recent terms. In today's global economy, protectionism is no longer limited to traditional tools like tariffs and quotas. It has evolved into a strategic policy used for economic security, climate goals, and geopolitical influence. Donald Trump and America First tariff policies. The United States has adopted aggressive protectionist measures under the America First approach. High tariffs, reportedly up to 125% on Chinese goods and 25% on imports from countries like India and Canada, have been used as economic pressure tools. These policies aim to reduce dependence on foreign imports, especially from rivals like China. Focuses on reshoring industries, bringing manufacturing back to the US to boost domestic employment. Trade policy is increasingly linked with geopolitical strategy, including sanctions and energy-related decisions. Example: penalties linked to Russian oil imports. Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism (CBAM) by the European Union. The European Union has introduced CBAM as a climate-based protectionist tool. It imposes carbon tariffs on imports of goods like steel, aluminum, cement, and fertilizers, aims to protect European Union industries from competitors in countries with weaker environmental regulations, encourages global industry to adopt cleaner and sustainable production methods, Although presented as a climate initiative, it acts as a non-tariff barrier affecting developing countries' exports. Protectionism in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. India has increased import duties to protect domestic industries and farmers. In 2024, import duty on edible oils were raised from 5.5% to 27.5% to support local farmers. Higher tariffs have also been imposed on electronics and machinery to boost domestic manufacturing. These measures align with the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which focuses on self-reliance. The goal is to reduce import dependence, promote Make in India, and strengthen local industries. Advantages of protectionism. Protectionism helps countries protect their domestic industries from foreign competition and support economic self-reliance. It is especially useful for developing economies aiming to strengthen local production and employment. Protection of domestic industry safeguard local businesses from cheap foreign imports, allowing them to survive and grow in a competitive market. In fact, industry development. New and emerging industries get time to develop without facing strong international competition, helping them become stable and efficient. Employment generation encourages domestic production, which increases job opportunities and reduces unemployment in the country. Reduction in trade deficit limits imports and promote domestic production, helping improve the balance of trade. National security protection protects key sectors like defense, agriculture, and energy, ensuring the country is not dependent on foreign nations for essential goods. Encouragement of local production promotes buy local culture, boosting domestic manufacturing and small scale industries. Revenue generation for government. Tariffs and duties on imports provide an important source of income for the government. Protection from dumping prevent foreign companies from selling goods at extremely low prices to eliminate domestic competition. Economic stability during crisis helps country maintain stability during global economic downturns by reducing external dependency. Disadvantages of protectionism. While protectionism helps safeguard domestic industries, it also creates several economic inefficiencies. Excessive protection can harm consumers, reduce competition, and slow overall economic growth. Higher prices for consumers. Import restrictions and tariffs increase the cost of foreign goods, leading to higher prices in the domestic market. Limited consumer choice. Fewer imported goods reduce variety, leaving consumers with limited options and sometimes lower quality products. Inefficiency of domestic industry. Lack of foreign competition may make local industries less efficient, innovative, and cost effective. Rise of trade wars. Other countries may impose retaliatory tariffs, leading to trade conflicts that harm global trade relations. Slower economic growth. Reduced competition and innovation can slow down long term economic development. Misallocation of resources. Resources may be diverted to less efficient industries that survive only due to government protection. Negative impact on export. Retaliatory measures by other countries can reduce a nation's export and harm export oriented industries. Encouragement of corruption and bureaucracy. Policies like import licensing and quotas may increase red tape and create opportunities for corruption.